need to be able to think like a motivated seller, right? Put yourself, put yourself in their shoes, put yourself in their unique situation, right? Well, let's talk about the next several years, right? And obviously, the market is turning. We touched on at the beginning of this interview. What is the best way for a full-time investor to navigate these interesting times? Like, what do you suggest? Obviously, cut down on your overhead, right?
Yeah, debt's the enemy.
Debt is the enemy.
Yeah, I recently came back from a. Okay, I saw two cases. I came back from one of my. And I don't use the word lightly, mentor, okay? Generally speaking, most mentors out there are a bunch of crap, okay? This one is one of my true mentors. And anyway, she is doing the big commercial stuff. She's actually developing a subdivision in Branson, Missouri, which is supposed to be the next Orlando, okay? And it's a subdivision of vacation rentals, okay? And she's the one who told me, expect a recession worse than 2007, 2008. Okay, and now before her, there's another big name guru out of Jacksonville, Florida. If I mention the name, I'm sure you know. Okay, he tried the same thing of all these developments and stuff before the 2007 recession. He got slam dunked badly. He lost like $488 million. And if I know him, the way he structures things, it wasn't even his money; it's his investors' money.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the lady I'm telling you about, my mentor in Ocala, Florida, who's doing the same thing now, I asked her. I said, what are you doing different from him? And she said, this guy's also a mentor of hers. In fact, he's the one who got her started. She said, he loves leverage. She said, I hate leverage. I pay things down as quickly as I can. My subdivision out in Branson has very, very little leverage on it, okay? So she says, that's what I'm doing different than him. So the people now who are like, I've never really liked the BRRRR strategy in South Carolina. Okay, don't get me wrong. I can be wrong. If it's working for you successfully, keep doing it. I'm not going to argue with success. But at the same time, that's leverage. Okay, I saw, before it was called BRRRR, people had been doing that for decades.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I saw in the 2007 and 2008 recession is people who did that. They'd refinance out, buy another property, refinance, buy another property. They were stringing them along, and when the recession hit, all their houses toppled like dominoes. Okay. But also their personal residences. And I'm starting to see this now again. Use the equity in your home. Buy an investment property with it, something like that. Okay, I saw people lose their homes then. Okay. So in times like this, Ben, I think leverage is not a good thing.
Yeah.
So.
Over leverage, definitely.
Absolutely. Right. Unless it's not, I hate to say it, unless it's not in your name. Remember the subject to technique, for example. Okay. Let's say I buy a house from somebody who's going into pre-foreclosure or is in pre-foreclosure. Okay, obviously they're going to lose the home anyway. Maybe I can stop that at least for a little while. Maybe I can stop it completely. Okay, obviously that house is leveraged out. Okay, but the mortgage isn't in my name. And in the end, and again, this is fully disclosed to the seller what might happen. Okay, in the end, if I lose the house to foreclosure like I did in North Augusta, okay, you're not hurt by it. So it is leveraged out, but the loan's not in your name to begin with. So.
Sub 2, baby.
Just minimize your own personal and legal liabilities.
Yes.
So, anyway, just a few, for what it's worth, my 2 cents worth, maybe that's what it was worth, right?
Yeah.
2 cents.
Absolutely, man. Well, Bob, where's the best place for people to find you?
Oh, wow.
Social media?
Well, yeah, social media. I'm usually, now, if you mean physically, I'm usually sitting at home with the cats in my underwear in the easy chair. But
that's Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Kim.
Now, I can be found at midlandsreia.com. Just look under the contact tab, or better yet, contact Ben. Ben knows how to reach me.
There you go.
Ben and Andy behind the camera, they know how to reach me.
Boom, boom. So. Bob would always joke around at the meetings like his cat's like his business partner, right? So when he's explaining like the method of wholesaling is like, look, you get this property under contract, and you're, lining up the inspections, your partners and your cash buyers, anything else. Well, your partner could be anybody. In my case, my partner could be my cat, right? But that sticks out in my mind like very, very clear, man. Just those times.
The cat has better handwriting than me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy thing, huh? Couple other things that stood out. I remember that first time that we met at Panera, right, where you took me out to lunch and you're like, hey, this is what you should do. There was one saying that stood out to me more than anything that I still hold on to this day. Let me see if I could find it. You need to be able to think like a motivated seller, right? Put yourself yourself in their shoes, put yourself in their unique situation, right?
Yeah.
And then you took it a step further. You said, look, if you learn how to market and get your message out there to motivated sellers, and then you make offers, you're going to be successful in this industry.
I think it's a lot better to find the motivated seller first and then back into what property they own than it is to look for properties and make offers hoping that there's a motivated seller behind it.
Yeah.
And now any property is a good deal at the right price. The right price might be the seller actually has to pay you. I know that sounds kind of ludicrous, but that was my first house in Aiken. Seller had to pay me $4,000 to buy it from him.
Yeah.
So now he was a banker in Charlotte. So
that stuff happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
someone knows a little bit more than you're actually willing to pay, but that house is so much of a burden
that's right.
that seller's literally willing to come out of pocket, dump some cash on the table in order to get out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and one it's interesting because we've all read Rich Dad, okay? And the one thing I remember Robert Kiyosaki, the author, saying, you know, when it comes to tenacity and perseverance, he said, you can always give up. Why give up now? And that stuck with me. I said, dang, he's right.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome, man. Well, it's been fun. I appreciate you coming and sharing.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll have to get this out to the Midlands peeps. You guys better listen to this, man.
I'm gonna try to have Ben talk August or September if you're available.
Yeah.
Okay. We'd love to talk about some of the cutting edge stuff you're doing with cryptocurrency, the metaverse, your own real estate wholesaling, your connections to the hedge funds.
Yes.
I'm sure wholesalers especially want to hear that.
Absolutely.
So, but thank you, Ben.
It's been a pleasure, man.
I appreciate it.
Boom!